In 2022, Forest won the Championship playoffs to return to the top flight after 23 years. Building on this success on and off the pitch is about adapting and growing together.
I think it's a club that is evolving and changing on the basis of what the Premier League requires from its member clubs. And perhaps when we've been in the Championship for 23 something years, the business evolves and it has shape, and the people within it and the structure is of a certain standard, a certain level or a certain place according to what that market looks like. And like with any business, when you then elevate yourself and go through a transformation, I mean, if there's a business in the world that doesn't need change when it turns its turnover by a multiplier of 3 or 4 overnight, I'll be very surprised. There's a great statement that Sky say, which is the greatest show on the world. And I think on the basis of that, everybody's eyes are watching. And I think when any organisational structure, whether you're in football, whether you're in finance, data, business, when you are the attention and your focus, the extra pressure is laid on, and therefore it's very difficult. It's very difficult to lead when everybody's watching your every move. So what you need is that good processes, you need good structures in place, you need to be prepared, and get people set up in the right areas to specialise in the right spaces. And perhaps if you think about a smaller organisation, perhaps a Championship one or a smaller turnover business, you end up having a lot of generalists who are needed to cover different areas. People specialising isn't necessarily always able because you can't afford that with the cost line that you have. But when you go up into the big leagues, suddenly your need for specialists, whether it's in HR, marketing, finance, IT, becomes ever more important because everything you're doing is watched on a global basis. But the revenue of the club and the business is massive. So the club has evolved, and being in the Premier League and the expectation of it, I think is a different pressure than it's been here for the last 25 years.
Success means everything, but nothing is a given. Everyone at the club knows that writing the next chapter in Forest's story will demand even more adaptability and resilience.